been presented by SIMPA, your organization. And I hope that this will be the beginning of a wonderful and long-standing tradition, something that you will carry with you each year and celebrate in terms of leadership and women. So that's the first very heartfelt pleasure for my being here tonight. Another one, very profound for me and very moving for me, is that here we are in Athens. We're talking about the Athen Award. And here we are in Athens. It is my first time here, and my colleague Robin Kotke, who has come from Athena International Offices, our first time, to be in the shadow of where the goddess reigns, the goddess that we have thought about, the ideal that we selected 23 years ago when this award was begun as the symbolism of the kinds of traits and qualities that a leader who was also a woman would need in order to succeed in our world. And those traits, among others, that have been identified with Athena, your goddess, are courage, wisdom, strength, and enlightenment. Those are the traits that women need to bring into the workplace. Not just women, men and women. But at that time, and even now, these are important traits for women to be bringing. The Athena Award is 23 years old. We were inspired at the beginning by a quote from Plato. So you see, we've drawn much from this country. What is honored in a country will be cultivated there. And we thought 23 years ago that if we were to honor someone for these three criteria, having achieved the highest level of professional excellence in whatever the field is that they participate, first criteria. Second is that they not only are being this successful and pulling the energy into them, but they are also turning the energy around and giving it back to the world, to their world, in some very meaningful way. And third, and perhaps the most important aspect of this award that sets it aside and apart, is that this person, this recipient, also must be someone who cares enough to open leadership opportunities for others, particularly for women, because our world at that time was out of balance, and our world is still out of balance. And it is our hope as an organization that each time we present an Athena Award, that it will help people understand their own leadership traits and qualities, that we will have identified an outstanding role model, someone who has lived the principles and values that we're talking about and will be enlightening and envisioning and empowering the people around them. And although Simba next year will be somewhere else for your award, it is our hope that we will also be able to plant an Athena Award to be presented in this country from this time forward, so that always there will be an Athena Award coming from Greece, which is where the goddess lives. Now let me tell you about another, I want to say one more thing, and this has to do with terminology. An Athena recipient is never a winner. This is not about winning and losing. It's a recipient, a person who has earned over a lifetime of hard work and dedication and holding on to values and principles, has earned this high honor. And so tonight we will be talking about an Athena recipient of the highest caliber. I am especially thrilled because this woman has long been my friend. And so to be here, to be giving this to her at this moment, in this place, in the shadow of this goddess, is entirely profound for me. You know her as Edie Fraser. You have read some of her accomplishments. You can tell that she's accomplished as much because she doesn't actually walk on the floor, she levitates. But let me tell you a little bit about Edie that you might not know. When she started out in the world, in the professional world, how did she start? Well, she went into the Peace Corps. And she spent 5 years at the Africa desk in the Peace Corps making a difference for people a continent away. Then she spent 5 more years in the Peace Corps working with domestic poverty and circumstances within the United States, making a difference in cities and communities, in ethnic groups and people who needed a hand. And Edie learned how to do that early on. She gave her heart and her time to that. She then went on to be dealing with health communication problems. And she just had developed such a full scope of caring and giving and reaching out and helping. She finally got the vision of starting a network of women who could be connected, business women from her own region and across the country and beyond our own country to around the globe. And that is the Business Women's Network. She was a founder of that. She's the driving force behind it. All this time, she was also presiding over and founding women's organizations that were relevant to the needs of as time went on, including the influential Committee of 200, which she is a founding member. In 1993, when she started Business Women's Network, even she might not have known that she would ultimately reach out to and include over 7,000 women's organizations around the world. Her reach has been global. She has very short arms, but somehow she got her arms around this globe. She's been recognizing for years the incredible importance of the diversity of voices. It's the same kind of thing that the Athena International stands for. We need a balance in the voices of leadership, and Edie Frazier has lived that and has made that happen. She has included and incorporated and persuaded over 200 corporations to join her in bringing this diversity initiative into full flower, and many people are benefiting by virtue of her extraordinary work. Of course, a woman of this quality would have received numerous awards. So awards are not new to Edie, and she had a list a half a page long, but among those that are her favorites are peoples who have said thank you back to her, groups of Native American peoples, and the Latina community in the United States, and the disabled community in the United States. And all of these people have reached out and said thank you to her for the quiet things that she has done, that she has, that you wouldn't ever hear about, but she knows, and they know. Among other things, she has been named to the Enterprising Women's Magazine Hall of Fame, which is a stellar achievement. And she has been a mentor extraordinaire to over 300 interns and some very amazing women, some of whom are here with us now. And her heart is in this. She is the author of many major works, books that support leadership and support women. She has had a global reach. She is truly extraordinary, and it is without any reservation, with the deepest, most heartfelt sense of appropriateness that I stand here tonight and share this celebration in giving an Athena Award, number 5037. I might add that this is a work of art. It's a numbered work of art, which we will give to Edie. Please come forward.
What can we do but say thank you? And what can we do but further subscribe to the ideals of Athena? And how inspiring that we are back to the home of Athena in Athens, Greece, with holding the olive branch and the goddess who really purports in terms of wisdom and inspiration and courage. So that we say to Martha, thank you for your vision and for your dream, and to the hundreds of communities across the United States and across the world that honor those for the Athena principles, is we stand together to say we will continue and build forever in terms of the installation of the vision that you instilled in all of us. Thank you very much. And thank you to what you've done for Simca in terms of what you've done and the problems that you've gone through in your own health to be here and persevere. I want to really thank three people, but we have an inspiring committee. So I thank my friend Flory Roberts, who's like a sister to me, that was chair of this committee, who is an amazing woman, as are so many of the other women on the committee, including Senator Clinton and Senator Stabenow that joined our committee for this award. I want to thank in particular my life partner and my dear husband, Joe Oppenheimer. And I want to thank two mentees that came with me from the United States who really symbolize our next generation. And one of them, Svetlana Kim. Svetlana is a Russian refugee who came to the United States with absolutely nothing and has really built an amazing future for herself, and I'm so proud to have you as my friend. And to a very special woman, Darnice Davis, another mentee. Darnice and her husband Glenn, but Darnice, a filmmaker, as you see tonight, and an entrepreneur extraordinaire. You represent our country. Thanks for coming to support me. Let me just say that the Athena Award really represents all these traits that we want to think about tonight. And we want to think about and pledge for the rest of our lives. And that really is authentic self. It is celebration and joy. It is collaboration. It's being the courageous acts. It's fierce advocacy. It is giving back. It is learning and building relationships. So how honored we are with these professional excellent traits. And I want to say to those Asian Award winners that are here, and some of those that are like Fran Close, my friends, as we build ever closer in a global community, congratulations to you for the Asian Awards. I want to say that we always want to say thank you. Evaristo, and also stretch so much that we always give back in the Athena tradition. This is really a great high honor for me, and I'm humbled really in this historic location for Athena and for the principles that Athena represents, and the passion and the power and the perseverance that we all hold so dear. I accept the award in tribute to the thousands of women, many superstars, and many not so well known, who are laboring in their communities, living the principles of Athena. We commit to give back always for the future of Athena. I accept this award for thousands and millions of others and pledge to redouble and rekindle so many efforts in the principles of Athena.
I don't want to mess up your hair because I have to put this all in the branch of your head.